Hey buddy, it's Crazy Guitar 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the last one, we went through Classic Mode as, of course, the Wii Fit Trainer, another newcomer in the game. And today we're going through Classic Mode once again as yet another newcomer, that being Shulk from the Xenoblade Chronicles game, the first one in the series. So yeah, Shulk, let's check out what he has for palette swaps. So we got the standard outfit, the red and black outfit here. We've got a bit of a lighter outfit with some gold accents, a black and white outfit, a gold and brown outfit, or I guess orange, like a yellowish brown outfit. We got a blue and orange outfit. We got a full-on like light purple pinkish outfit. We also have an orange and light purple outfit, and of course the swimsuit outfit, everyone's favorite. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Shulk on Classic 7.0 as per usual. Let's freaking do it. Let's see how Shulk goes. Now Shulk is always a character I've been a big fan of ever since like he came into Smash. He used to be my secondary main in this game, like back in like the mid 2010s. I used to use him quite a lot. Let's go for this one because I'm being crazy. He's a lot of fun. He still is a character I do enjoy playing. A little bit more in Ultimate, if anything, but I still do like his Smash 4 iteration. He's just not my secondary main anymore. But he's still a lot of fun, and he's just a really just overall great character. And very strong if you know how to use him. We'll get obviously more into like his usability and like how he performs. He's a very interesting character too. A swordsman, as you can probably tell, but not the kind of swordsman you would expect. He has a bit of a different property compared to other swordsmen within the game. But yeah, why? Tingle out of all the things. Alright, Corn actually lived that, okay. Let's like not, oh hello Dragoon Piece, how you doing? Oh, I tried. One thing that's really nice about Shulk is that Shulk has incredible range. Some of the best range a sword fighter can have in Smash Brothers. So that's going to be one of the biggest things I'm definitely going to enjoy utilizing. But to get into Shulk, he is a heavyweight character, being the third heaviest swordsman in the game. I know Ike is heavier, and I don't know who else. Maybe Roy? Cloud? I actually don't know. Ike is definitely heavier than him. Let's go for, let's go for this one. As for general mobility, grounded-wise, he has pretty average walking speed, slightly below average dash speed, and low traction. Aerial-wise, he has above average airspeed, below average air acceleration, and pretty average falling speed and gravity. So overall, good mobility for a heavyweight, especially in the air. So yeah, heavyweight-wise, he's got actually very solid mobility. As far as key strengths though, one of the things that definitely benefits him a lot is his exceptional disjointed range, which is one of his best properties. Uh-oh, we have a Lek Man, I don't like this. I was hoping to hit him there. You messed up. Very exceptional disjointed range. Possesses the longest overall disjointed range in the game thanks to the Monado sword. Punishes careless moves and creates space effectively. Has strong grounded moves, the neutral attack being the most damaging non-infant neutral attack in the game. The up tilt having excellent vertical range, covers edge get-ups and KOs at high percentage, and smash attacks have high power and long range. The forward smash has the third longest reach in the game, and that's really saying something. I know Corn, I'm pretty sure, has longer forward smash range. Aside from Corn, I think Bayonetta might have. No, it's not Bayonetta. It might be either Bayonetta or Me Sword, not Me Sword Fire. Either Bayonetta or Me Gunner, having the one of the longest so in the game. But yeah, that's really good. He's got a really good range with his sword, and just his sword too. It does like no projectiles. I know, which is kind of crazy to think about. Can you not Roy, please? That'd be great. I know backslash is gonna be like one of my favorite tools to utilize. Nice, that hits. Boom, boom. Oh, I tried. What the heck? Jigglypuff sent like Bayonetta and Pit flying. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, range. My sword kind of saved me there, I'm not even gonna lie. Really? Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Yo, I hate Jigglypuff. Uh-oh. Hold on, watch this. Stupid! You tried. Don't even face someone with a counter when you have a hammer. Very powerful aerial game though, as Shulk has kind of shown a little bit. The core to Shulk's approach, spacing and edge guarding. The neutral layer has a wide hitbox, low landing lag, and is great for combos and covering landings. The forward aerial has excellent spacing, it's fast, and it's great for edge guarding. Back aerial is the most powerful aerial, has long range and is a strong KO tool. The up aerial has great vertical KO potential near blast zones, and the down aerial can meter smash pretty effectively. Combined with having the Minato jump and speed arts, because the Minato is pretty interesting, we'll get into it. Combined with the Minato jump and speed arts, his aerial dominance increases significantly. So yeah, the neutral special, the Minato arts, gives Shulk a boost in any sort of stats. This being the shield Minato, which lowers his speed by a decent amount, but it makes him a lot bulkier. And if we go to, like, let's say Buster, one of my personal favorites, it boosts his overall attack power but lowers his his damage power, but just lowers his KO power, his knockback a bit. So like each of, like, I'm pretty sure each of his Minato boosts power up one stat but decrease another stat, so it's kind of like a good balance between each of them. But speaking of the Minato arts, that's basically his core mechanic. Shulk can toggle the arts that last 16 seconds and be cancelled at any time, making him highly adaptive. The jump art gives him the highest jumps in the game, improves airspeed and recovery distance, enables aggressive edge guards and KO combos, but the only drawback is that it greatly increases vulnerability to damage. The speed art drastically improves grounded mobility and aerial transitions, allows for hit and run spacing and non-committal approaches. The only drawbacks is that it reduces damage output and jump heights. So like that's two of the biggest ones. One of the best ones for just like overall mobility. Oh, I tried. Oh, come on. Oh, not that fireball. Why do you have that? Get out of here, Zelda. I'm thinking about, like, if I should use a Minato. I feel like I should, but I don't know if it's probably worth it. Hold up. Oh wow, did that hit? That's crazy. Give me this real quick. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Oh, come on, I'm mad. There we go, Zelda's gone. No? In what will does that not kill Zelda? I hate these big ass stages. I'm blaming it because of that. There we go. Mario, piss off. No way. Oh, come on, man. Mario's really pissing me off right now. There we go. What? Yo, forward smash. Oh my gosh, I swear. Sometimes this game. Thank you, Marth. Thank you for the assists. Continuing on with the arts, the shield art reduces incoming damage and knockback and increases survivability. It also improves shield durability. The only drawbacks being that it severely lowers mobility, offensive power, and combo potential, making him easy to juggle. The Buster art increases damage output significantly while lowering knockback. It's excellent for damage racking and shield pressure, and enhances throw combos at low percentage. The Smash art, the last one, greatly increases knockback on all of his attacks. It grants incredible KO potential, even at mid percentages, and also the only drawback is, of course, it reduces damage dealt and survivability, making it easier to KO. So, of course, like I mentioned before, each of them have their own strengths and their own drawbacks, but overall, just like, you want to kind of just utilize them. You know when to utilize them if you know how to play the character. So like, yeah, use that too. Why are there so many blonde guys on screen? Oh my gosh. It's crazy how many blonde Miis I have. I didn't even like think about that before. But like, that's stop. I'm trying to hit you. Get the frick out of here. Go Hakote ship. Please go. Why do you have invincibility? What granted the game to give you that bullcrap? No, I didn't want to backslash that way. Thanks, game. Garbage. Okay, get out of here, stupid. Oh my gosh, what a match. You brother, leave! Why are you guys still here? Thank you. Continuing on though, it's very good usable special moves with the backslash, the air slash, his main recovery, and of course the very strong counter vision, which we'll get into a little bit more afterwards. Also, the advanced techniques having the Monado Art Landing Lag Canceling, or the MALC for short. It cancels aerial landing lag to just 5 frames and grants 14 frames of intangibility, enabling safer follow-ups and shield break combos. But the Monado Purge is a 50-50 KO setup using up throw into up aerial, and the Monado Art Edge Snapping, which skips ledge animations for fast recoveries. Other advanced cancels do allow for retreat pivots, extended invincibility, and combo extensions. Oh, I wished I would have finished it. There we go. As for general weaknesses, though, he's got pretty sluggish frame data, probably like one of his biggest weaknesses by far, having among the slowest movesets in the game. Outside of the neutral attack, vision, and standing grab, nothing hits before frame 9. Most of his moves also have 25 plus frames of ending lag. He does require a lot of hard reads. Whiffed attacks are also very highly punishable. Aerial drawbacks, having high landing lag on almost all of his aerials, and his Nair has 40 frames of ending lag, one of his worst moves in terms of ending lag. It's very, very bad. He also cannot auto-cancel aerials except the forward air, and he must use that MALC technique for safe aerials, which is hard to perform consistently. Obviously, for a well-trained Shulk player, then like, yeah, it's not that big of an issue, but like for the average player, it's a lot more difficult. As for combo and juggle vulnerability, he's very vulnerable to that stuff. He has a large hurt box, a tall stature, and also slow air acceleration, which make him very easy to juggle. He does lack fast escape options from combos, having his fastest aerial hit on frame 13, and he's also very reliant on proper Monado art usage to avoid getting trapped. So a lot of very bad problems there. Also, no projectile being another one of his weaknesses. He does struggle against characters with strong zoning tools, has also a lot of difficulty approaching without the speed art. As for recovery predictability, his air slash does offer good vertical height, but has a weak horizontal distance. I was hoping I wouldn't hit. I had killed, wow. But it also requires the jump art to recover from deep, making his intentions readable. As for the Monado art's trade-offs, each art does provide buffs but significant debuffs. His jump does give him higher damage taken, shield gives him lower damage and lower jump force, and the speed gives him lower damage and lower jump force. Shield is terrible offense and mobility. Buster is also easier to KO. Makes him easy to KO, and also Smash has high vulnerability due to having reduced survivability. So without the arts being active, Shulk's stats are pretty average at best, which leave him heavily disadvantaged. So Shulk is a bit of a tricky character to properly use, I will say. Very, very fun. Honestly, if you want to take the time to learn the character, he is so worth it. He's just very, very tough to properly utilize. And there's a bit more to talk about. I mean, not much more. But I mean, like, that's kind of Shulk. That's the main kind of shtick about Shulk. Really good sword fighter, has amazing range, just does kind of struggle if you don't know how to properly use the Monado arts effectively. And yes, then the landing lag and ending lag for a lot of his moves can be a big detriment. But there we go. That's Shulk in classic mode. Alright, so these credits go, and I think neutral and forward are probably going to be my best options for this. Neutral just covers so much distance, and the forward is just a very, very fast tool to utilize for this. So yeah, very, very good options for credits. Hopefully I can get some 100% over here, because I think Shulk's definitely going to be one of my best characters to do that with. But continuing on, we have just a tiny bit more to read about Shulk. Wanted to go a little bit more, or not more, but go into his custom moves real quick. So some of his custom moves are pretty solid. Requires some, trade off some stuff for other things, but like are pretty good options if you want to like you know, lean into that. So one of the first to start things off is the decisive Monado arts, which makes him get longer duration on his Monados, stronger buffs, but the only downside is that he cannot switch arts mid-usage. The Hyper Monado arts have a shorter duration, but have extreme buffs and heavier debuffs. So a lot of trade-off of that one if you're willing to you know, go for that. The backslash leap has a faster startup and vertical reach, but has more lag to it. The advancing air slash has better horizontal recovery, a stronger second hit, but weaker vertical reach. The minor air slash is stronger, but has half the range. The dash vision it has factor activation, longer range, anti-projectile properties, and extra recovery option, and the power vision has a massive KO potential but just a slower startup. So again, all solid options depending again what you're trying to aim for with this character, what you want, what your playstyle is, what you really kind of want for Shulk. Some of them are just better than others, just objectively, but some of them obviously do like just require just like person to person kind of talk, you know what I mean? So yeah, can I get this little piece right here? That'd be great. No way. This one piece, hold up. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Give me that! Give me sorta. So, finishing off his Shulk, his playstyle learning curve. He thrives on adaptability, spacing, and patience. He excels when switching arts intelligently to fit situations, relies on aerial dominance, edge guarding, and zoning pressure, had extremely high skill ceiling, must master Monado arts, advanced cancels, and precise spacing, requires extensive matchup knowledge and heavy reach to succeed. As for meta status, he has historically low representation due to difficulty, and competitive success has improved thanks to players like Nico and Calm. So that's Shulk. Anyways, taunts real quick. We get the up taunt,
now it's Shulk time.
The side taunt,
I'm really feeling it.
and the down taunt. Very good, iconic taunts from the boy Shulk. Hey, Waluigi, what a perfect one to get. Alright, so that's Shulk. A lot to talk about, obviously. Like I mentioned, very complicated character. Has a lot to him, especially with the Monados. But let's go ahead and check a little bit more about the rest of his movesets, because he's got a bit to him, especially that final smash. Pretty cool one, I will say. Very, I don't know what the word is. Cinematic, I guess. We'll check it out in a moment. So here is... Excuse me, here is Shulk's final smash, the chain attack.
Let's go, everyone. Don't mess up.
So that's his final smash. He summons his boys Ricky and Dunban from the Xenoblade game, Xenoblade Chronicles, and they do just a massive chain attack on the opponent. Had pretty good damage output and knockback to it. The initial hit of it can be a bit small and tough to hit unless you're like pretty close to your opponent. But its damage output and knockback are also affected by Monado arts. Even with no Monado arts active though, it is among the strongest final smashes in the game. So that's pretty cool. Pretty useful. So yeah, but in addition, the arts can actually expire during the chain attacks cutscene, which will affect its damage output and knockback. But obviously, going into these special attacks real quick, we have the Monado arts. Obviously, you can cycle with the neutral special, the neutral button between 5 different Monados. We've got the jump, the speed, the shield, the buster, and the smash. I mentioned all the different increases that they give to Shulk's stats and all the different drawbacks that they give, but like yeah, you kind of they're pretty self-explanatory. You can cancel it after a few presses of the special button again, and then go for the next one. But if one of them does run out, it does take a few seconds for it to run out, about 16 seconds. Then you will have to let it recharge before you can utilize it again. Let's just wait for Smash to say bye-bye real quick. Okay, that's gone in a sec. There we go, and now we try to go for Smash, but it's not available, so we do have to wait for it to come back. Yeah, so pretty good tool to utilize. One of the best things about Shulk that you really should try and get better with, I guess. But going into other special attacks, we got the side special. The backslash. It's a very strong lunge forward that Shulk does when hitting opponents. if you were to hit an opponent's back, it will actually do more damage and more knockback. It's a pretty good spacing tool, but it's pretty punishable. So it does about that much, about a good like 10-ish damage if you were to hit, you know, for like the front of an opponent. But if you were to hit them on the back, this is how much it does. There we go, a lot more damage, a lot more knockback, a better tool overall to utilize. So it's kind of tough to properly use, but it can be very, very useful if you know how to properly go for it. Then we got the up special, which is the... Oh, he doesn't say it. Hold on, let me see. Can you say it, Shulk? Wow, he doesn't want to say it. There we go, the air slash. It's his main recovery tool, and it's a really good out of shield option. He just launches up in a vertical way, kind of like Marth's up special. Marth's, what is it, Dolphin Slash? Which is not as high, of course, but this one's really cool because if you press the special button again, he will do an extra slash to kind of keep him in the, stall him in the air a little bit and do an extra attack for opponents. A really good killing, extra killing option if he wants to go for that, or he can just do like the one attack. He actually can have a little bit of like lag between the two hits, which can actually call for some really good like mix-ups in his recovery. Very solid, honestly, recovery overall. And of course, that's all of his moves, I will say, will change with their damage output and knockback if you have the Minato arts available. Just wanted to let you know about that. But then finally, the down special, the counter his Vision. It's a very, very strong counter attack, longest counter duration in the game, and also range as well. Can perform Power Vision, one of his custom variants, for a huge one-hit or for huge one-hit KOs when spaced well. So yeah, and also it can be just very strong. It's pretty cool to utilize. We saw it utilized quite a bit within the classic mode run through, but it's a very, very good counter, one of the best in the game, honestly. One thing I should probably mention about the up B is that, yeah, I mentioned how you can change, with all of his moves, you can change the damage output and knockback with the Minatos, but the distance and knockback can also be affected for his up B, of course, specifically by the jump and the smash arts. How high he goes with his recovery will change if he has jump. Let's check this out. Quite a bit higher of a recovery when he has jump available, which is really cool. And if we go for smash real quick, it's a much better KO tool. So like, yeah, again, if you know, you need to really try and utilize his, know how to use his Minatos to your full advantage when playing Shulk, because that's how you really get good with the character and can actually like pull really good stuff out of the air when you play the character. But it's his main mechanic, his main primarily tool to actually like succeed. But anyways, here's of course our boy Shulk. In Xenoblade Chronicles, this young lad's colony is attacked by the Mechon, so he and his friends set off to take them down. In Smash Bros, his Minato arts let him change his specialization during battle. You can choose to boost a stat, his jump or attack for example, but other stats will drop as a result, so choose wisely. And the game we have is Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, the only game I'm pretty sure that Shulk has appeared in at the point, at least as a Smash 4, I should say. So yeah, that's it. That's classic mode with Shulk for you. Fun character, I like him a lot. But thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. In the next one, we're gonna be heading through classic mode, going to our final row of characters, starting off with a Melee veteran, Dr. Mario, finally coming back into Smash Brothers. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch and all the other channels, are of course down in the description. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Pop-Tarts out.